Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and you're about to listen to a hypnosis session all about a metaphor of finding new opportunities, new things to do, new adventures. And I was working with a client that had already set the intention to retire, but something had happened in their workplace which meant that they had retirement earlier than they were expecting. They'd also sold their house. They were going to downsize to somewhere new. So there was a change to their living circumstances, a change to their working circumstances, and they had more time. And what they were concerned about is that they didn't want to stagnate and to get into routines that were monotonous or boring. And what was interesting is that they had a positive association with the idea of surfing, particularly bodyboarding or the kind of surfing where you stand up. And therefore, what you're going to hear in this hypnosis session is a metaphor of finding waves. And what I like about this metaphor is that all waves are temporary. There's never ever been a wave that's lasted forever. So therefore, the waves are temporary. But to find a wave, you've got to be in the right kind of environment. You're not going to find a wave on land. You have to find a wave in the ocean. And that means being on the right beaches, looking at the currents, having your eyes open and your attention there. But then when you see the opportunity, taking the opportunity. So this resonated with the client because they could have an idea that there were lots of possible things they wanted to do in their future, but they weren't entirely sure what they did want to do. So the waves become a representation of things they can try. And that might be goals, it might be experiences, it might be places to visit. And the element of riding the wave also links to this idea of mindfulness. So there's a bit going on here, but I would encourage you to think about where in your life do things feel bored, or monotonous, or just a bit stale or stagnant. And therefore, just think of the waves as new things, and that could be new friendships, new things to learn, new places to visit, new things to try. And then when you're listening to the waves, don't be surprised if ideas pop up for you that might lead to interesting things that you want to go and seek out. This was created for someone else. Some of these suggestions might be perfect for them, but not quite right for you. So if you do like the idea of working with me directly, there will be a link in the description where you can book a completely free consultation call to explore working with me. But there's also lots of free things in there, a free course, free downloads. So if you like the kind of stuff that I do, check out the description or the show notes, download whatever tickles your pickle and tickles your fancy. There's lots of free stuff in there. For now, though, find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in that long, relaxing breath. And as you exhale, feel a sense of release, as if tension, stress, or worries are leaving your body in that outward breath. And when you breathe in again, breathe in deeper and longer. And as you exhale, just elongate the outward breath, eyelids feeling heavy and relaxed, and just feeling the release of that outward breath, like you're letting go. Breathing in relaxation and exhaling tension. Each breath takes you deeper and more relaxed than the previous breath. More and more comfortable, deeper and deeper relaxed. That's it. And doesn't it feel good to allow yourself to just feel like you're drifting to a place where change happens? And sometimes the best changes are when a thought becomes an idea, and an idea becomes a new way of thinking, a new way of subtly making new choices, intuitive decisions that take your life in a wonderful new direction. And the deeper you breathe, the more relaxed you become. And the more relaxed you become, the deeper you breathe. And as you find yourself relaxing even more, maybe it's good to position your body in a way that you can feel even more comfortable. Your eyelids feeling even more relaxed now. A heaviness in the eyelids. And on the next outward breath, just allow your body to release even more tension, enabling arms and legs to just feel soft and loose, heavy and relaxed. On the next inhale, feel like you're breathing in a sense of calm. And on the exhale, allow yourself to release any heaviness, echoes of emotions that you no longer need to carry. And as you breathe in and breathe out, you realize that there's nothing you need to do right now. But maybe you notice the natural rhythm of your breath. And the rhythm of your breath is like waves gently lapping at the shore, coming in and going out. A steady, soothing rhythm that helps you drift even deeper. And as you imagine those waves gently lapping at the shore, I want you to see the ocean connected to that beach. And I wonder if you can imagine a place that you've never been, and yet somehow this beach, this cove, it feels familiar. And maybe you could imagine warm sand beneath your feet. That feeling of a gentle breeze or sunshine on your skin. And I wonder if you could imagine an ocean that stretches endlessly all the way to the horizon. And the sun is shimmering off the surface of the water. It seems inviting, magnificent, enticing. And I wonder if you could imagine wearing whatever clothing is suitable to be in the water. And as you walk toward the water, feeling the wet sand and then the waves around your ankles and legs, allow each step to feel lighter and each breath deeper as you begin to feel a sense of possibility as vast as the sea. Breathing in relaxation, exhaling tension. And I want you to notice a surfboard, almost like it's waiting just for you. Sturdy, strong, the right length and shape just for you. But this board represents something. This board is your trust. Your trust in life, in yourself, and in the unfolding journey of your future. And as you wade into the water, cool, refreshing, imagine that the water itself awakens something inside you. And then imagine climbing above that surfboard, allowing it to support your weight, and then paddle out into the sea, where the waves are gentle at first, just bobbing up and down. Each tiny wave lifting you, carrying you, reminding you there is nothing that you need to force. Just allow the buoyancy to ride and glide as you drift out deeper and deeper. And as you imagine going further out, imagine being able to read the ocean, finding the rhythm of the waves. And some are big and some are small. Some are powerful and some are calm. But the waves never stop. There are always more waves. And for a period of time, even if the sea is still, the energy is building. And even when the tide is out, that's also temporary, because the tide will come back in. And maybe the ocean is an ocean of possibility, and it feels like your life now. I want you to get a sense that sometimes people get attached to things like a job, or a house, or a city, and these things become anchors that stop the exploration. It can hold us back. But I want you to feel a sense of untold possibility. There is no anchor attached to you. Just you, the surfboard, and the ocean. Knowing that you can leave this beach and go to a different beach. And if you were to imagine how many beaches there are in the world, there would be thousands upon thousands. Every day, finding a new beach, and you still couldn't see them all. But what if each beach represents something different in your future? Not just a destination, but maybe a decision, an intention, an opportunity. And what if the waves are just moments? Moments that you can ride, experience, to just be. And some beaches that you think will be incredible aren't what you think they will be. And other beaches where you have low expectations will surprise you with wonderful waves you weren't expecting. And of course, there may be moments of uncertainty, moments where you wonder when and where the next wave will come. But you're learning now that the wave always comes. Sometimes different to what you expect, but it always comes. Maybe not here and maybe not now, but always, eventually. But no surfer goes to a beach looking for a guarantee of a specific wave. They go to the beach hoping for waves, responsive to waves, and prepared for waves. I want you to get a sense that some waves in your future will take you further than others, and some waves will teach you more than others. But all of them give you an experience. And with that experience, you will learn or enjoy. I want you to get a sense that life is full of beaches and waves. And just as the ocean is never truly still, neither are you. When one chapter ends, another chapter begins. But nothing has ended. Nothing is finished. Just different. Evolving, adapting, and changing. And this next chapter, what if you are the author as well as the reader, the custodian of this chapter, responsible for the time, energy, and health that you now hold in your hands, as you consider yourself a steward of creativity, a guardian of presence, a keeper of joyful progress. And with every breath, feel and honor that responsibility gives you options without obligations. And you choose to take the option to live from a mindful, present place. Your future is not a burden, but a gift. And I want you to feel a whole new level of dedication arising within you. And not the kind of dedication that belongs to a boss or a building, but to yourself, to your values, to your experiences, to your art and creativity, to the people and projects that resonate with you, that light you up inside, where every walk and every conversation, every act of creation becomes part of a legacy that you're now building. And what if that is a legacy of living well, with intention, with meaning, and with impact? As you begin to feel more inspired, as if the waves are not just out there in the ocean, but within you, letting you know that you are ready. And your future does not have to be mapped out. You are becoming someone that can ride any wave, on any beach, in any ocean. Because you are your body and your board. You find the beach. You ride out to the waves, knowing that each wave can be appreciated. But when the wave goes back into the ocean, you know a new wave, a different wave, is not far behind. And I want you to think about the next few weeks and months. Maybe it's a trip to a region you've not been before. Maybe that's the beach and the moments of the waves. Maybe it's a new creative pursuit. That's the beach, and what you create are the waves. Maybe it's something you'd like to learn. Maybe that's the beach, and the learning is riding those waves. You are the custodian. You are the steward. You are the seeker and the rider of the waves. And if your unconscious mind has an idea of those future waves, let me know by nodding your head. Consider that a seed of an idea planted deep in your subconscious mind that will take root and bear many more fruit of other ideas, similar and different. And the more creative you are, the more creative you can be. And creativity starts with an idea, a thought. So consider that thought a seed that's been planted now, as it's time to return from beaches and oceans, waves and surfboards, all the way back to the present. So take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Just wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, connect and calibrate into the here and the now. As I now count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.